Then you have to have a massive human being get out of the car
Yeah.
without being able to see who's in the car. Matter of fact,
He's a human screen.
that's not even baller enough. That guy
Love
needs.
what you've done with the place.
You got 5 seconds to tell me why I shouldn't stuff you in a dumpster.
Gentlemen, rejoice. I'm here to join.
Did I do that? The catchphrase echoes through television history, but behind those 4 simple words lies a story of unprecedented transformation, racial politics, and a complete upheaval of creative vision that forever changed American television. What began as a humble, Perfect Strangers spin-off centered on a middle-class black family in Chicago would evolve, or according to some, devolve, into something its creators never imagined. Family Matters started with heart and ended with science fiction, and the truth behind this metamorphosis is more shocking than you imagined. Are you enjoying this story, Family Matters? Then help the channel with your subscription. Look, 94.8% of the people who watch these videos are still not subscribed to the channel. If you are part of that group, take the chance and subscribe now. It's free, and that way you'll keep receiving amazing stories from TV shows we still miss. Oh, and don't forget, at the end of the video, you'll find more stories like this one. September 22nd, 1989. The Winslow family enters America's living rooms for the first time. Harriet, the elevator operator from Perfect Strangers, her police officer husband Carl, their 3 children Eddie, Laura, and Judy, plus Carl's mother Winslow, all living under one roof. The show was ABC's answer to The Cosby Show, a wholesome portrayal of black family life that could appeal to mainstream America while giving black viewers characters they could identify with. We wanted to show a functional, loving African-American family with everyday problems, original producer William Bickley said years later. That was the mission. Then came episode 12, a guest appearance by a nerdy character in suspenders and thick glasses, intended as a one-off joke. Steve Urkel, played by 13-year-old Jaleel White, was never meant to appear again. White was cast just 2 days before filming, a last-minute addition who had been rejected from the role of Rudy on The Cosby Show years earlier. I was crushed when I didn't get Cosby, White revealed in a rare 2021 interview. I had no idea the universe had something much stranger in store for me. The studio audience's reaction to Urkel was immediate and electric. Executives watching from the wings exchanged knowing glances as White's performance drew laughs that drowned out subsequent dialogue. Network phones rang the next day with viewers asking when the nerd would return. Within weeks, scripts were being hastily rewritten to include more Urkel. By the 2nd season, he appeared in every episode. By the 3rd, the entire show revolved around him. Behind the scenes, tension mounted. Jo Marie Payton, who played Harriet Winslow, later admitted, "We were a black family show, and then all of a sudden, we're a black family show with this nerdy white presenting character taking over." The storylines became less about our experiences and more about his hijinks. The cast found themselves increasingly sidelined in their own series. Thelma Hopkins, who played Aunt Rachel, left after season 4. Jamie Foxworth, the young actress playing Judy Winslow, was unceremoniously written out between seasons. Her character simply walked upstairs in one episode and never returned, becoming television's most infamous disappeared character. The studio never officially explained her removal, but insiders point to budget cuts needed to accommodate White's rapidly increasing salary, which reportedly reached $180,000 per episode by the show's peak, an astronomical sum for a teenage actor in the early 1990s. When asked years later about Foxworth's exit, producer Thomas Miller simply stated, "Decisions had to be made." Those 4 words concealed the cold calculus of television economics that prioritized the Urkel phenomenon over narrative consistency. As ratings soared, the show's original premise receded further into memory. Writers introduced increasingly outlandish plots. Urkel's transformation serum that turned him into the suave Stephen Urkel, his clone, his trip to space, his robotic doppelganger Urkelbot. The humble family comedy had morphed into science fiction. I remember getting scripts and just staring at them in disbelief, Reginald VelJohnson, who played Carl Winslow, later confessed. There I was, a police officer dealing with time machines. I'd ask myself, how did we get here? The breaking point came during season 9. White, now 21 and exhausted from essentially carrying the series, began pushing back against the increasingly absurd storylines. Network executives, seeing declining ratings, ordered more outlandish Urkel antics to recapture audience interest. The writers' room became divided between those who wanted to return to family-centered stories and those who believed Urkel's antics were the show's only chance for survival. Behind closed doors, White struggled with being typecast and the expectations of embodying a cultural phenomenon. People don't realize I was going through puberty wearing suspenders and high waters, White later revealed. While other actors my age were playing heartthrobs, I was playing this cartoonish character frozen in time. The toll on his mental health was considerable, though carefully hidden from public view. The final season featured Urkel and Laura's engagement, a storyline that White himself lobbied for as a way to mature the character. ABC canceled the series in 1997 after 9 seasons, though CBS picked it up for a final partial season before ending it permanently in 1998. By then, the original Family show had become unrecognizable to its creators. The legacy of Family Matters exists in stark contradiction. It provided one of television's most iconic characters and was one of the longest-running sitcoms featuring a predominantly black cast. Yet it also represents how network television's hunger for ratings can transform and distort black storytelling. The Winslows began as a reflection of authentic black family life, but ended as supporting characters in a sci-fi comedy. Today, the show's transformation serves as both a warning and a case study in television history. Cast members have reconciled with the show's evolution, finding peace with their place in a cultural touchstone, if not the direction it took. We made people laugh for 9 years, VelJohnson reflected. Are you enjoying this story, Family Matters? Then help the channel with your subscription. Look, 94.8% of the people who watch these videos are still not subscribed to the channel. If you are part of that group, take the chance and subscribe now. It's free, and that way you'll keep receiving amazing stories from TV shows we still miss. Oh, and don't forget, at the end of the video, you'll find more stories like this one. In the end, that's something to be proud of, even if the journey wasn't what we expected. The true story of Family Matters isn't found in catchphrases or silly inventions. It's written in the tension between representation and commercialization, between a vision of authentic black family life and the market forces that transformed it into something else entirely. Perhaps the most important question isn't did I do that, but rather, why did we allow that to happen? And as we look back at this unexpected journey from family drama to sci-fi comedy, we're left to wonder, in our hunger for the next big character, what stories are we still sacrificing today?